certainly something that I'm excited about. I love it.
Study today, or certainly most comprehensive. Think of the number, 2.2, potentially 2.2 million people if we did nothing. If we didn't do that.
Well, here it is. This radio was recently found in 2019 and restored back to its original condition as best as it could be. The most obvious questions are, what is it? Why was it made? How many were made? What's it worth? So I assembled my team of detectives to find out more about it. Introducing on the left, Larry W0AIB. And in the middle we have Chester K0TCB. And on the right, the star of the show, Mortimer Snerd. Gentlemen, each of you have your assignments. Mortimer, you're going to be up first. I want you to find out as much as you can about the radio. And Chester, I want you to find out as much as you can about Apple Valley, California. And Larry, you get the man. We want to know as much as we can about this cowboy figure, Newt. Okay? So there you go. We'll get back together here shortly and see you then. So let's go to the star of the show, Mortimer Snerd.
Well, don't fool with yourself, folks. I really look this way.
Mortimer, I was watching Diana Lynn from the wings,
Yeah.
and you know, she was sparkling and charming.
She was
Yes. Now, when you go out in front of that audience, I want you to be the same way.
Oh, sure.
I want you to face your audience,
Yeah.
and then I want you to smile.
Yeah.
Let's try it now, just to be sure we have it right.
No.
What's the matter, Mortimer? Can't you give them a little more sex appeal?
Oh, Mr. Berg.
What's the matter? Do you have an inferiority complex?
Well, not with me.
Well, that's all right. Now tell the people who you are.
Well, I'm Mortimer.
That's right. And your last name?
Huh?
Your last name?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, last name, good. Mortimer, let's see now.
Well, what is it?
I know it as well as I know my own name.
What is it?
Mortimer,
Concentrate.
Mortimer, concentrate. You got me befuddled now.
Let's see. All right.
Let's see, Mortimer,
How old are you?
Snerd.
Yeah, that's right.
Mortimer, come on. Will you quit messing around? What did you find out?
Find out what?
About the radio.
Oh, yeah. Well, the radio inside the case is an Emerson Model 811, which is somewhat smaller than the outer case. Made in 1955, funny thing, it has a painted circuit board, not a chassis. That would have been state-of-the-art in 1955. My thought was, how many of these did Emerson sell to the station KAVR to make these things? If we knew that, then we would know how many were produced. Emerson didn't reply, but those records were long ago. At least you know when it was made, 1955. The outer case was probably made locally in California. That's indicated by its poor construction, unlike a regular radio manufacturer.
1955, that's way back.
Well, I checked on it as soon as I could. Come on now.
Let's go to Chester. What did you find out about Apple Valley, California?
Apple Valley, California was founded and developed by Newton Bass in the late 1940s, post-World War II. We contacted a local museum there, and all they know is early versions of this radio were given to station execs at KAVR. Those early versions were made of brass, and they actually have a brass one on display in the museum there. The curator there said later models were all painted and sold locally in that town as a promotional radio. They also don't know how many were made. But the curator did mention that they have only seen the later models in brown and white and green and white paint, but never seen one in blue and white till now. So we know it came in brass originally, and at least 3 color versions. The later versions were made of pewter, not brass.
Last up is Larry. Larry, what did we find out about this cowboy figure Newt?
Newt stands for Newton Bass, who is also the founder of radio station KAVR. KAVR was a 5,000-watt AM station at 960 kilocycles that originally signed on in 1954. We know that from the Broadcast Radio Annual from 1955. So the timeline fits the 1955 radio. We think Newton Bass was very eccentric, which might explain his use of the state-of-the-art radio for this production run. We did discover that he had a flair for singing, which might explain the singing pose with the microphone, although he never became famous for his singing.
So this is an Emerson Model 811. This is the radio that's inside of the cabinet. It's been modified. There's 2 holes in the top of the cabinet on this radio, so the mountings for the feet of the cowboy figure fit inside.